Top of the morning to you laddies, my name is not Jacksepticeye, and today I'm going to be telling you about everybody's favorite flesh eaters, the Kroot. First their history, then everything else in no real order. When the Tau first met the Kroot were doing nothing special. That is to say, fighting off greenskin ships. The battle was losing, and the Tau initially didn't intend to intervene, but apparently watching the Kroot lose really hurt their feelers, so they decided to intervene, and together they gave the orcs a brutal sodomization. Like, real bad, instant R rating on that. But it turns out that the orcs they killed were actually the vanguard to a much larger army, so that army came in and they fought that army, and won. But it turns out there was another couple of disposable plot-driven orc armies attacking other parts of the Kroot civilization, so the Tau helped them kill those orcs, and then the plot-driven orcs stopped attacking. After the big fighty war, the Kroot swore themselves to fight for the greater good, and also money, and they all lived happily ever after. Until the Damocles Gulf Crusade. Now, some of you might know this as the war where it cut down to size, but I see it as the war where the Kroot shot a fish in a barrel, the fish being guardsmen, and the barrel being the not really industrial forested worlds of the Tau Empire. I know that metaphor was shit, you don't have to tell me in the comments. The Kroot used guerrilla tactics to completely annihilate the Imperial Guard, like it was not pretty. And that's pretty much all they did for the entire war. And they've pretty much been fighting like that in other battles and getting paid for it ever since. The Kroot's most interesting thing is their way of altering their body. And I'm not talking about plastic surgery, I'm talking about shaping. This is why I called them flesh eaters earlier. They eat the flesh of things to gain their attributes. To better illustrate this, say a Kroot eats Horus Lupercal's body, just all of it. He had hella munchies and Horus's corpse would hit the spot real nice. So he eats it, and 5 seconds after it turns into a chaos spawn. That was him absorbing all the warp energy fused with Horus. Now let's say a Kroot with the munchies eats a human. How about a few hundred humans? Now, he might be smarter, maybe grow an opposable thumb. Yeah, I'm running out of examples, you get the idea. Some Kroot are born special, and I'm not talking about Asperger's. I'm talking about the ability to discern what Kroot should eat to make themselves more awesome, and what they shouldn't eat and what they would eat and make them into a chaos spawn. Like, take our Kroot from earlier. If he was a shaper, he would have seen that Horus's corpse was real fucked up, and eating it would be an awful idea. Shapers are usually the leaders of Kroot societies, because otherwise, how are you going to tell what the equivalent of a 6-piece chicken nugget is, and what the equivalent of rat poison is? That's basically everything about shapers. Oh, also, some things are forbidden for the Kroot to eat by their shapers. For example, Tyranids. It's a bad idea for anything to eat Tyranids, but more so if you take genes from what you eat. It's fairly self-explanatory. Also, Chaos Cultists. Again, you might get warp aids. So scary. And that's the Kroot. In conclusion, they've got hella munchies. If you like the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
Waste no time, quick switch to my secondary. Pop a couple clips into his beer bottle glass shredded. Put the yellow belly on a diet primarily leaded. I'm a father figure and my parenting is vicious, but we don't do shotgun weddings here, it's only family business. They ask me how do I do this, while I'm meaning the pootis. Truth is uneventful, but I'll grant your wish. All I need to carry is an item from a sandwich. Walked a couple feet when my meds started ringing. It was bad, they were burning and the fat lady was singing. Every health pack in the area was taken by a soldier who was training, rocket chaining, jumping over.